Let's talk beer and homeownership. That's right, we're talking about two of my favorite topics, beer and homeownership. And for this conversation, I'm going to utilize an article from Visual Capitalist from today, which lists every state's most popular beer. And what I wanted to see is there any correlation from the beer you drink and the type of house you own or homeownership rate in general? And you might find the information kind of interesting. So let's dive into it. Here's the first thing, and I'll share I'll do quickly to share the article with you so you can see it. Here is the article. You can see a Visual Capitalist. You can see surprising, right? Miller reigns supreme in 30 states, especially popular in the Midwest and West. Coors Light dominates the Southwest, including Arizona, Texas, and California. I should say Coors, not Coors Light. Heineken is a go-to drink in Florida and New York. Budweiser and Bud Light leading in Missouri, New Hampshire, Ohio, and North Carolina. And then Blue Moon, uniquely in Colorado. Guinness has one state two states down there in Georgia, South Carolina. So that's beer preferences. But what can we learn about that? Here's what's interesting. I did some analysis, me and my AI tools did some analysis, and here's what it says. People that drink Miller have a 68% homeownership rate, and people who drink Budweiser have a 71.5% home ownership rate. Coors Light, 68%. Heineken, 59%. Blue Moon, 62%. Guinness, 68%. Bud Light, 67%. And Busch, though one state that drinks Busch, or two states, Illinois and Indiana, has a 70% homeownership rate. So, I know I threw a bunch of numbers, let's boil it down. Here it is. Budweiser drinkers boast the highest homeownership rate at 71.5%, which suggests a correlation with a more settled long-term mindset. Heineken drinkers have the lowest average homeownership rate at 58.8%, which is likely linked to younger transient populations less likely to own homes. Miller drinkers, which is the most popular beer nationwide, are in the middle with a 68.64 homeownership rate, showing just a moderate connection to home ownership. Now, of course, these correlations are fun and insightful, but it's important to remember that homeownership is influenced by numerous factors, probably more important ones like income, employment, regional economic climate, but nevertheless, it's kind of fun to look at. The AI tools also came up with a couple other interesting correlations. For example, they thought Miller drinkers might be more likely to live in suburban areas with larger homes, while Heineken fans might prefer urban environments with compacts, high-rise condos. But there you have it. The beer you drink tells us possibly about your home ownership and the type of home you own. It's Saturday, it's late in the afternoon, it's well over 100 degrees here in Arizona. I thought I'd lighten up, talk about my two favorite topics, beer and home ownership. I hope you're having a great weekend. I look forward to talking to you again soon. Thanks so much.